Leigh Waters, that is a pretty good person to have promoting the sport because she's pretty good at pickleball. #1 ranked player in the world, just 15 years old. She'll take on Anna Bright in the women's singles semifinal coming your way right now here on Tennis Channel. Dave Benz alongside Dave Fleming. Anna Leigh Waters, she just continues to get better and better, Dave. You saw the storm coming over the horizon, and boy, has it ever packed a punch.
Yeah, we got full-fledged tornado warnings now here, Dave. I mean, she's getting better. Last year, you saw she was wearing knee braces. Now she's got her health in a perfect spot, working with a physio. Obviously, she plays doubles with her mom. In the women's side, she's playing mixed doubles with Ben Johns. She's won multiple triple crowns this year. And despite playing with Ben Johns and despite playing with her mother in women's doubles, she says singles is her favorite thing.
Well, here's a look at the highlights of Anna Leigh Waters. Turned pro at age 12, youngest pro pickleball player in the history of the sport. 3 golds in 2021 and 4 titles overall. And you think about the history with Ben Johns in the mixed doubles, right? Simone Jardim was his partner for a long time. Simone was the gold standard of women's pickleball. So you've got to be pretty amazing to be able to step in to that role and play alongside Ben Johns in the mixed doubles.
No doubt. You know, Simone is the goat of pickleball. There you see Anna Leigh getting some last-minute coaching from her mom, who's not even playing today, but dressed matching her daughter. So love to see that. They love fashion. This is going to be a great one.
Well, we are underway. You saw in our first match of the day here on Tennis Channel, Anna Bright was able to dispense of Callie Smith in straight games. I mean, how about Anna Leigh Waters right out of the gate, showing off the full arsenal, the backhand, the overhands, everything on display right there.
Yeah, and chose to stay back to start the match. So you will see some more baseline rallies from these two because they are so worried about being passed if they don't come to the net behind the right ball. So a lot of respect. That's why we'll see who can pound out some groundies here on the Tennis Channel.
Side out.
Misfire there by Waters, so Bright will get it back, trailing 0-1. Anna Bright in her match against Callie Smith, she only trailed by a single point one time, and that was at 4-3 against Callie Smith. Other than that, she was in control throughout. And a well-placed shot there, so she ties it up at 1.
Yeah, and Bright is not going to be intimidating. You know, sometimes walking in playing the 1 seed who's really playing well, that's not even a factor. Bright's going to bring her best stuff all day.
Misfire there. An interesting dichotomy here, Dave, right? You've got Anna Bright, who came through the college tennis side, and you've got Anna Leigh Waters, who never played competitive tennis, going against each other.
She did not. She actually was playing high level soccer. Like,
yes.
This is a woman that could easily compete with any soccer field in the country. Now she's got her sights set on the 44/20 pitch we have here in pickleball.
Yeah, and there's a part of her, if you talk to her, that will tell you that, you know, it was not easy for her to make that switch because she really loved soccer, but she also understood the landscape of, I've got a chance to be dominant if I focus on pickleball full time.
Yeah, she's not the #1 soccer player in the world. Very good. Here's the chance to show all her skills. So, little feeling out process here to start out.
2-1.
Serve back over to Waters, leading at 2-1. And now she'll grow that lead to 3-1.
Yeah, and the difference in this match than playing against Callie Smith is she's going to be under relentless pressure as Anna Bright. You're going to have to really pick your spots.
Side out.
Misfire there, right into the guaranteed rate sign.
That's an interesting choice of shot. She's dropping it when her opponent was back to bring her up, but left it well short.
And that's wide, so make it 2-3.
Yeah, and you saw Bright go with a slice serve there, and the spin of the ball
2-3
stayed on the Waters paddle and forced her return to slide wide. There you see more of a traditional hit, little top spin on the serve.
Side out.
It's going to be long, so the serve back over to Waters.
3-2.
Well placed backhand, and the lob is going to be long. And that's also long. So Leigh starting to get a little bit of separation now at 5-2.
Side out.
And right as I say that.
Yeah, and you saw Bright has chosen to stay back. She respects the pass as well. So trying to find where am I comfortable.
The problem is that Leigh has so many tools in the kit that you can try to take away one thing and Leigh will just exploit another.
Yeah, and this ball just did not come up at all. You saw there, just you see Bright staring it down. Did not get a true bounce there. Forced the error.
A couple of mishits here by Waters. Keeping Bright within shouting distance here at 2-5. How about that display by Leigh?
Just absolutely brilliant, and just for entertainment purposes, didn't put a ball earlier in this point away, then that one right there, and then had to put out the next one. We appreciate that.
Those couple of those deep shots that were just on the baseline too. I mean, she knows exactly the strength with which to hit each and every one of those shots.
Nice inside out angle there, and this is what happens when you play Leigh Waters. You feel like you're hitting the ball pretty well, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it's 6-2.
Oh, it's right there, Anna.
And after a couple of long points, a little Easter egg hunt over there in the corner. No one is sad about that. Get the wind and be ready for the next point.
Day one of our 4 days of coverage of this stop just outside Cincinnati, Ohio, here on Tennis Channel.
7-2, 1 minute.
And that's why Bright has been choosing not to come in. That was a good deep return, and she still got beat by a two-handed backhand pass.
So Bright will use the timeout here. First timeout of this match between these ladies. Interesting, we had in our first match of the day here on Tennis Channel, we had 5 timeouts taken.
Yes.
In our second match, we had no timeouts taken.
None.
And now we have 1 timeout being taken here.
So on the screen there, you see Leigh Waters, and just to the left there, that's Stephen Waters, Leig's father, who is part of the whole team that just travels around and really makes sure she's in a great headspace, ready to play. That gentleman there is her physio, who makes sure she's in top physical condition. Working with him has enabled her, as I mentioned earlier, no knee braces, fit, ready. They took some time out earlier in the year to not just grind every tournament, took about a month off. And there you see Leigh Waters, her mom, who is a really great strategist to the game. So to have someone who's not just a high-level player, but your mom. Imagine that trust.
Well, and you bring up a great point too about them stepping aside and letting her get a little bit of a break too. You also got to recognize, as much of a talent as she is, she's still 15 years old. You've got to have a chance to be able to live a little bit of life as well.
Let's go look at some freaking TikTok videos, okay? I don't want to practice anymore.
So after the timeout, 7-2.
Point.
Off the net and the point, so the timeout unsuccessful. That moves it to 1 and 5. 1 out of 6 timeouts so far in the day has been successful.
Yeah, maybe they're just gonna work in doubles this week.
Point.
And that'll make it 9-2 as Waters now just 2 points away from taking game 1.
9-2. Point.
Wow.
And it's that ball right there, that backhand rolling volley that is not, it looked like an easy shot. It's not, and you want it to be deep, and beautiful by Leigh there.
So this for the first game, but not so fast into the net. So Bright will have a chance to try to at least gather a little momentum here to take into game 2. Oh, that is ridiculous off the baseline.
Yeah, you even heard Anna Bright say so good. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap, your visor in this case, and just say, all right, that's just better than me today.
Better than most on most days. And that will do it for game 1. Waters in commanding fashion takes game 1 11-2. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 coming your way after this.
And Hurricane Irma came to Florida, and we evacuated to Pennsylvania where my grandparents lived. And he played pickleball at the time, so he introduced us to it. And at first we really didn't want to play, but then we finally were like, okay, we'll go play. And we did, and literally I loved it from the second I started playing. And I was 10, and at the time I was being able to play with my mom and my granddad on the same court, playing the same sport. So it was just really cool from the start.
Leigh Waters, given the brief history of her development in pickleball, or her introduction into pickleball, and boy, has she ever done a lot in 5 years since. Takes game 1 against Anna Bright, 11-2. And Leigh Waters, the dominant #1 women's player in the world, and I don't think she's going anywhere for a while, Dave Fleming.
She is not.
Point.
And she gets an early 1-0 lead here in game 2 against Bright.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about pickleball is everybody remembers their origin story. You ask any pickleball player, they remember that first time they played. It's what makes it fun and the joy of the sport.
Well, great shot there. I don't know if my origin story is quite as exciting, but I remember getting a phone call from Ray Kuliakovo, who did so much pickleball production with a lot of the U.S. Open and PPA Tour, and called me in 2016 and said, are you interested in calling pickleball? And I'm like, what is pickleball? Figured it out pretty quick that it was a great thing to get on board with.
Yeah, and it's on the rise from the level of play to the experience. You see the big video boards that we talked about during one of the earlier matches, just the professionalism and the elevation of everything, both at the amateur level of people of all ages, as Leigh talked about, and then what's being shown to the world here on Tennis Channel.
Leigh has won her last 3 games, 11-2, 11-2, and 11-2 in game 1 here. And the side out's going to get her the serve back.
2-1. Side out.
Yeah, on the other half of the draw, we did have an upset where Salome Davidze defeated Catherine Parento. So we will see Leah Jansen and Davidze against the winner of this one.
Parento, #2 in the women's singles rankings, behind Leigh Waters, but it is a pretty wide gap.
Yes.
2-1.
And unfortunately for the other ladies, only getting wider.
That is true.
Point.
And another point here for Leigh Waters.
Yeah, the other thing that Bright has to do is not try to make everything perfect. Okay. Yes, she's very good, but you don't have to make everything perfect. Make her play some points and earn it.
Point.
Another point to make it 4-1. One of the things with the maturity of Leigh Waters, I mean, the skill set has been there, Dave, but I think she has also come to realize that, you know what, you've got an opportunity to close things out in a couple of games versus going further, especially when you're playing in pro mixed doubles, pro women's doubles, and singles. The less games you can play, the better it's going to be for the tournament as a whole.
Sure, it's a cumulative effect on your body, especially if, as she did at the Tournament of Champions, the prior PPA tournament, she played in all 3 finals, which are 3 out of 5. She won them all, but still, to be at your best on Championship Sunday, you want to have as minimal a time on the court before that. So
a difference between 9 games and 15 games. That's
massive.
A big swing. Oh, how about that backhand right down the line to get the serve back.
And it's the volley before that that sets that up. Beautifully placed, middle of the court, no angle for Bright.
Nice shot down the line by Bright. Anna Leigh, I think, was saying that it was out. She hit it to be safe, but Anna Leigh was saying it was out. And so they are going to call the side out. Oh, how about that shot?
Okay. And Anna Bright's like, hey, check me out. Let's get some highlights over here as play of the day. Yeah, we saw so much joy from Bright against Callie Smith, singing, high-fiving the crowd. That little dance move was just a glimpse of what we saw there, but unable to build on it.
Oh, Anna Leigh reaches out to keep it alive and then finishes it off.
That's a disheartening point there for Anna Bright, because this ball right there beats most people, and then she's expecting Anna Leigh to slide into the open court. She doesn't move, and she hits it right to her.
Friendly net for Waters. And then the firefight is won by Waters.
Yeah, the rare singles battle at the kitchen line. You're going to see a ton of those tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But
yeah, you don't get a lot of that in singles. And a timeout being taken by Bright. So that'll give us a second to talk about the aforementioned PPA Tour rankings in the women's singles division. And you look at that disparity between Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento. It is pretty wide. And Parento, pretty sizable lead over Jansen as well. But there's no question Anna Leigh Waters is the dominant force right now on the women's side of the sport. And at age 15, I mean, I think you can pencil her in. I don't know if you can say for a decade, but I think the better part of a decade you can pencil her in for being a dominant force.
Well, when you say decade, it sounds like that's going to be, and someone's older. A decade is 25. So I think so. I mean, I think what we all know is coming into the pickleball world is these high-level tennis players. You've seen Hunter Johnson, who we talked about his college tennis. He has dabbled on the pro tour of actual tennis as well. I think you'll see some ladies coming that way as well. But I agree, she's not going anywhere.
Misfire there, so how about that? A successful timeout for just the second time today.
See if Anna Bright can find that positive energy and, you know, really go for her serve, find that two-handed backhand pass.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose right now. Your back's against the wall. So she's able to get it to 3-7.
3-7. Point.
And that's long again by Waters. So back-to-back long
4-7.
shots past the baseline by Waters.
Couple of gifts, she'll take them happily.
Well, Anna Leigh had Anna Bright going side to side there.
Bright had a good look. She likes that backhand on the run, just couldn't quite lift it over. But again, a lot of wear and tear on that point. She got her steps in there.
And that was long. Waters called it long. Frustrating when you're on the other side. They call it long, but hit it anyway. And I know personal experience. Whenever I'm on the court with my son, I'll hit it, and I'll be like, "No, that was long." And I'll be like, "Why did you hit it?"
Yeah. then catch it, Dad.
9-4. Side out.
So side out keeps Bright's hopes alive here in game 2, but it's an enormous hill that she's got to climb to try and come back in this one. 4-9. Does just catch the line there and then able to hit it.
It's just wide.
Yep. Oh, they did say wide. It was just out of the camera shot. So Waters up 9-5, 2 points away from taking this match. Nice cross-court shot there by Bright.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point by Anna Bright there. And see, love the net cam to show that footwork that's required to split step and explode to the volley.
And how about that backhand out of Bright? Not done yet. 5-9.
No, the fight in this woman is not up for debate. And that's a hard ball to beat Anna-Leigh Waters on.
Another backhand by Bright.
Anna-Leigh will call timeout for sure.
Well,
if this gets to be one more, because she is a timeout user.
She's not going to need the timeout there, though.
And pickleball fans everywhere are glad that she didn't, because that was the best point of the match with both ladies extended. And there's the first big yell from the young phenom.
So Waters 9-6. That's long, so this brings up match point. 10-6 for Waters here in game 2.
10-6.
Oh, Anna-Leigh Waters showing off the full arsenal in those 2 games, finishes it with the cross-court winner, and she'll take it 11-2, 11-6.
Dominant. Just Bright came in very comfortable, very confident, and the precision, the athleticism, and just the shot-making prowess of a 15-year-old said, "Not today, I'm playing on Sunday."
And she was even kind enough, though, to give Anna a little bit of something to take home to feel good about. We'll hear from Anna-Leigh Waters after this timeout.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We're so happy to have you here with us. I have the pleasure of being here on center court with Anna-Leigh Waters. Anna-Leigh, you were out there cranking backhands from the very beginning, looked so ready to go. How did you prep for this match?
Well, I had a match against Yana earlier today, and it was a little chilly outside, so it felt really good to just rip through it. And I think that match really helped me prepare for this one because I could just swing through my shots and, you know, get the feel going. And when I came out here, I felt pretty confident. So I think that's what helped me come out here and just rip everything.
Well, we saw you convening with Mama Waters on the sidelines after game 1, and I have to ask, what could she possibly have to talk badly about after such a perfect game 1?
Trust me, she'll always find something that I need to work on. No, but she was just telling me to step into a couple more shots and hit my serve a little deeper, and I tried to do that in the second game. But I like when she tells me I'm doing something wrong because it makes me feel like I can improve in the next game.
Well, you just unveiled your new Fila collection. It's all anyone is talking about on the fashion side of things. Did you have any hand in creating this?
I did not. I've been watching the U.S. Open, and all the women have been wearing this, and I was super excited to come out here today and put it on. But, no, I feel great in this outfit. I played pretty good today, so, you know, it's a win-win. But, yeah, I love this outfit.
Well, congratulations, Anna-Leigh Waters. You're on to Championship Sunday. Don't go away, guys. We have the chance to go back to men's singles. Right after this, you're going to see Tyson McGuffin take on Frank Anthony Davis.